What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So before we get started on this 2016 BMW M4, I want to thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers. That's a very big milestone. Thank you all for watching the videos, hitting that like button. So now we're going to go ahead and get this car off the frame rack. So we went ahead and gave the car a nice quick wash. Now we need to start taking off some of the parts we're going to need to paint. So we're going to be painting the whole front end. We're basically going to be doing a blend onto the front fenders. We're going to be painting this area right here. And we have to blend the doors, so we need to go ahead and strip down the mirror, the door handle, and these trim moldings on both sides. So let's go ahead and get started on that. We went ahead and got all the moldings off. Really easy to do. All it is some double-sided tape right here, and there's some clips right here. So if you ever want to change your moldings to black versus chrome, really easy to do. Don't be afraid to tackle it. We also got this vent off. Let's come over here. We did take the mirror off too, and the door handle, which is really easy to do. All you do is get a T20 bit and stick it in there, and that just unscrews really simply. So now we're going to go ahead and use some Scotch-Brite pads and some scuff stuff. This is what this is called. I guess it got wet and the thing came off of it, but we're going to be using this Scotch-Brite. We're also going to be using a lot of this. Check that out. Matches pretty nice. So let's go ahead and start scuffing this thing down. So we have everything sanded. Check that out, it's matte. But everything is sanded over here, all the blends. Now we need to start sanding the primer, that's right here. And then we need to move on to the rear bumper and start blocking it out. If you guys remember, we did throw some primer on there. So we need to start blocking this out and block out the fender. Alright, so we have the whole car sanded. Went ahead and sanded all the primer and the rear bumper. Now we need to come to the back and go ahead and apply the seam sealer for the seams back here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So we have the seam sealer on this side. Looks pretty good. Doesn't really match this side, but once we get it all painted, it'll look similar. It won't really throw you off if you take the bumper off and look at it. But that's basically it on this car. Everything is sanded, ready for paint. We're not gonna paint it yet because we're waiting on a car that's in the paint booth getting painted right now. But as you can see, everything is sanded. Car is ready to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and jump onto this Ford Focus RS. We need to start sanding it and getting it prepped for paint. We need to sand the front bumper, the hood, both fenders. We need to take these mirrors off and take the door handles apart because we're going to be doing a blend from this fender to this door just so we get a nice color match on this car. If you guys remember, we did do some mods to this car and we did replace both frame rails, so go ahead and check that video out if you haven't seen that. So let's go ahead and get started on this car. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get these mirrors off. Really easy to do. You just pop this cover off right here and it just pops right out. And there's a 10mm bolt back here. So we got the mirror off. Now we're gonna take off this molding. Also really easy to do. Simply just pull it up like that. The door handle is also really easy to pop off. You just get this plastic piece off right here and then stick a Torx bit side here. All right, so in order to get this door handle off, we're actually gonna have to take the door panel off. As you've seen on the M4, you actually don't have to. You can just unplug it right here, but it actually goes all the way down into there. So let's go ahead and get this door panel off. So we got this side complete. Now we need to move on to the other side. All right, so we went ahead and pulled the Focus inside because it's about to start raining, but we did get both doors disassembled. Now it's time to start sanding. If you're wondering why this hood is already painted, well, it's because Sam Crack tried painting it. He did an all right job, but now we're just gonna resand it and repaint everything. So let's get to sanding. So we are gonna be using a 500 grit sandpaper to knock down this clear coat on this hood. So we got all the main body panels sanded with the 500 grit. Now we're gonna do the blend panels with the scuff and the scuff and stuff. So we have everything sanded on the Focus. That didn't take too long. Now we're gonna jump onto the front bumper. We need to go ahead and take some of these plastics off of it right here that we were using to measure the bumper when we were doing the framework. So let's go ahead and get these off and get this bumper sanded. So we got everything sanded on this car and this car. Should be getting painted soon. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a build update. Here's our CTSV. You probably haven't seen it in a good while, but we got the windshield cut out of it. We're actually in the process of replacing the roof airbags right now. So this car should be done within the week. We also got the S2000 Brother just painted the rims on it. Looks pretty good. We're gonna be taking this thing to the dyno here soon. Finally got everything plumbed up. Turbo system's looking really good. And that's about it on this car. And I also want to show you guys another project. Check this thing out, guys. It's a 2015 Ram 20, or it's actually a 3500. We're gonna be doing a full rebuild on it. Doesn't have much damage. Just got a little bit of framework over here on the side. It has a little bit of frame damage right here, so we're gonna be cutting out this rocker and replacing it. But man, check this thing out. It got a 6.5 inch lift. This thing is gnarly, guys. But that's what's coming up in the near future, guys. So if you guys want to see more truck builds, go ahead and smash your comment down below. All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. We got both of the cars ready for paint. And comment down below if you'd like to see episodes where we're working on 2 cars instead of 1. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at VTune. Thanks for watching.